every moment, every second is a new moment. And we always have a choice what to think about, what to focus on. Even though I have manifested things in my life, I have consciously attracted certain things and experiences in my life, I think that the more I gained experience, the more limits I put to my way of manifestation, my method to manifest. And for example, there were times when I used to really visualize and feeling like I was really living that scene. Like it was so real in my head. I couldn't really tell the difference between what was real and what was not. So I was visualizing so much and I was living it so realistically that, to me, that sort of manifestation, that way, that manifesting method worked for me. But as I tried to use the same exact technique that worked for me back then, I basically had no results this time that I tried it, even though I knew that it was working, even though I knew it worked. And so my conclusion about what works and what doesn't is the fact that what really manifested was not how vividly and how realistically I experienced that scene, but it was more about how much I believed that was real, how much I believed that what I was actually experiencing in my mind had potential to become true. And I know that we don't have to rely on circumstances to get a result, but for example, back then when I did get results, I got results because circumstances were different and they were easier. They were easier to deal with. So I didn't have the same issues and the same limiting beliefs that I have right now regarding a specific experience that I want to have, you know? So my conclusion is that manifestation is not just about visualization and affirmation. Of course, you can do that if it makes you feel good and you don't experience that as a limit or something that you're imposing yourself to do, because you will know that you are only getting results from visualizing and affirming, because it's not like that. What really manifests is your belief that it's gonna work, your belief in your power. So as I mentioned, it was easier for me in the past because maybe the situation that I was living was more explainable, was more understandable. Like I was like, okay, like I know, I had the certainty that things would have played out the way that I wanted to, because I don't know, I just felt it. I just felt that that was the only way. So it was not the fact that I visualized, it was not the fact that I affirmed for it, it was the fact that I was convinced. I knew that that was gonna happen. How do you make yourself know that that thing is gonna happen? By knowing everything comes from you. Everything is a projection of you. So you just have to decide. You don't even have to convince yourself. You just have to realize that everything is you. So by changing you, your 3D, your reflection changes. And the only thing that we need to have to manifest is the awareness. Is the awareness of who we are. Because nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Trust me. I looked back at my life and I saw so many times where I thought of something and then it happened. So I'm like, I know that all I have to do is just to change what I believe and make this experience the easiest for me. For example, I found out that I was putting so many limits on my manifestations. Nobody else has the power to do so, but I was putting so many limits on myself. The only thing that manifests is you, your awareness. Whatever you put your attention on Identification is the key. Whatever thing you identify yourself with is the way that it manifests.